Welcome to Academic Coaching. My name is Justine Baker, and my main goal is to help you maximize your study skill potential. And hopefully we can develop some study skills to alleviate any kind of stress or anxiety that you're experiencing this semester and in pursuing your education here at Skyline College. I am really glad that you've decided to make an appointment with me. So I noticed from the form that you wanted to improve your study skills in time management.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm struggling. It's already almost November, and I don't know if it's being online or if it's the pandemic, but I just feel behind and I'm stuck, and I really just don't know what to do.
Absolutely, I completely understand. And I want you to know that a lot of students are sharing your exact same concerns and experience. So if time management is something that you want to improve, as an academic coach, I am absolutely trained to help. Before we get started though, I want to show you our coaching contract. Essentially, this contract says that we are going to be meeting 3 times. So for 3 sessions, they're going to be 30 minutes each. And by signing, you are agreeing that you will be attending all 3 sessions. But if you can't make one, absolutely not a problem. You can just send us an email letting us know, hey, I won't be able to make it this time. We can still rearrange, we can still reschedule for another session.
So I went ahead and I filled out my information in the contract and I sent it. I will see you next session.
Okay, great. I will see you then. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello again. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm very happy to see you again. So let's get started with our time management skills improvement. But before we do that, I have a few questions. Let's talk about some difficulties that you're facing when you're managing your time. Are you a full-time student? Are you working? What's going on?
I am a full-time student. Right now I'm enrolled in 16 units. I have 2 of them on Zoom and of the classes, and the rest of them are asynchronous. And I'm also working on campus. I work 20 hours per week. I feel like I should have the time, but I'm just not quite sure where it's all going.
Right. Feeling like you should have the time. That's an experience that's so common, especially for us working students. So let's start with this. Let's start by visualizing how we are spending our time. So what I'm going to do is provide a time management planner in the chat. Let's go through it. And first, just start by looking over how you're spending your time on a day-to-day basis.
So I get ready. I wake up earlier on Tuesdays and Thursdays because I want to be ready for my Zoom class at 9. And during that time, I'm usually on my phone, I'm eating, I'm kind of noodling around. That's why it takes me a little bit of time. And I know I have a gap right there, but that's really, I am just noodling around so that I feel kind of prepared for my class at 9. I added in my asynchronous classes as well. I usually try to do those a little bit later in the day. So I kind of pretend like I have the class. I do some of the reading, I watch some of the videos. I put in my work schedule, lunch, my club meeting that I have on Mondays. Netflix. I tend to do chores, and when I'm doing chores, I'll watch the videos or listen to YouTube and music. I do spend a lot of time with my family on the weekends, and then at nighttime it's kind of like my me time. So that's when I play like my video games, and I'm kind of more, I guess, social on social media.
Okay, great. Well, first of all, thank you so much for being honest, right? I see that, from beginning to end, we were honest about where our time is going. And it honestly looks like we're spending our time pretty wisely here. I see a lot of study time. I also see personal time with our friends and with our family. But I did notice that we're spending a considerable amount of time on social media. So what I would like to do now is just find some times where we can realistically balance studying, work, and that personal time. What I am not asking is that you completely cut out Netflix, completely cut out, spending time with your family. Absolutely not. Rather, rearranging our time to realistically fit in some more study time so that maybe we could go to sleep earlier, especially on the days that we have class the next day.
Maybe working towards reducing it a couple hours per day for the social media.
Right, just reducing it. Let's start slow. Let's start completely slow. Maybe we notice that we're spending 2 hours on Netflix. Could we cut that to an hour and a half? I noticed that we're spending maybe 7 to 10 on video games. Can we cut that down to 7 to 9? I'm not saying to time yourself, but just be more cautious and aware of reducing your time, especially when it's for things that are pushing our sleep, especially pushing our sleep further.
Sounds good. All right. I will see you next time.
Thank you so much. You guys take care.
Thanks, Justine.